September the 27th, 2024. Guys, I've been watching that weather from Storm Helena going up through the Carolinas, and we've got a problem there. And you may know about it, but so many people have no electricity that I'm going to do the video anyway, just in case. Because here's Knoxville right there, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg. Many of us have been there before. Klingman's Dome, a lot of you guys know where that's at. But just you're going pretty much east from there over to Lake Lure Dam. You got mandatory evacuations now with the heavy rainfall. Right there is Lake Lure Dam. You can pull it up. Big reservoir. It looks like a really nice place. In these mountains, it's more than likely has some depth to it. But anyway, they're thinking this thing is going to it has a possibility of failure. They've been opening up dams. You can see over here on the side, that's kind of the main spillway section. But it's too much water's coming in. They cannot handle it. So mandatory evacuations right now. You guys know where this is at if you're in the area. And it goes for downstream. So downstream from there, you're looking at, this would be Highway 74. There's the Broad River. I think that's the one it comes out of it. Yep, Broad River. Anywhere along this river, you could have potential flash flooding and high water. River's Edge, guys. Here's Lake Lure Baptist Church right there. But anywhere around this river, you're going to have to be very, very careful. But we'll look at the local news, and you tune in, type in Lake Lure Dam. That's L-U-R-E, just like a fishing lure. Now, these are mandatory evacuations. They're saying that North Carolina dam failure is imminent. Lake Lure residents urged to seek higher ground amid Helene's flooding. Officials in Rutherford County, North Carolina, have ordered anyone living downstream of Lake Lure to evacuate to higher ground immediately. You saw where that river went, and there could be other places. I'm not that familiar with it. I've been through there. You guys are. Now, I'm going to link to the page, and I have a video here. I'm not going to play that because of copyright, but you've got flood alerts all through the area, and this is showing quite a bit of flooding. So think about that all piling up in the reservoirs, and we talked about it for the last 2 or 3 days, how much water was going to be pushed up north and up into the Carolina, Virginia area from Helene. They're saying people living near a popular lake in western North Carolina mountains have been urged to flee to higher ground as officials warn a dam is close to failure. People living near a popular lake in western North Carolina mountains have been urged to flee to higher ground as officials warn a dam is close to failure. Relentless rain from whence was Hurricane Helene has resulted in catastrophic flooding from Florida to North Carolina as the storm moves inland across the southeast. Rutherford County emergency management officials issued a dire warning in a Facebook post Friday to residents near Lake Lure. Residents below the Lake Lure Dam need to evacuate to higher ground immediately. Officials wrote in the post, "Dam failure imminent. Evacuate to higher ground immediately." Earlier, officials said water from the flooded Broad River is flowing over the Lake Lure Dam. I think I've seen images. I'm not sure if that was on the right side or over the top. They ordered people living along more than 30 roads near the lake to immediately move to higher ground. It says move to higher ground now. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation. Do not attempt to travel unless you are fleeing an area subjected to flooding or under an evacuation order. Officials said a shelter had been set up in a church in the town of Rutherfordton, about 20 miles to the southeast of Lake Lure. All of western North Carolina is under a high risk of flooding today with as much as 20 inches of rain possible in some places before Helene moves away this weekend. Now, here's a map. You're talking about 10 inches in some places, 20 inches in the other. Here's Nashville, Asheville. The red area has the most extreme threat from flash flooding, but it includes all of this area. Think about it. This is D.C. up here, Norfolk, Wilmington, Atlanta, Memphis, St. Louis, Missouri, a large area. There's going to be a lot of rivers. Everything south of here and is going to be flooding. And even the rivers moving out into the Atlantic, but also moving down towards the Gulf of Mexico. Now, let's zoom in on that area just a moment. Here is Kern Lake, and that tornado warning was south of you. Now it's just a little bit north and west. But Farmville, you're in this area. Anything in this rotation block here, Charlottesville, Harrisonburg, and this is not over. You may have other waves coming in, but right now you got rain everywhere. You got flooding everywhere. If you even think for a minute you're in one of these low-lying zones, get your family, get to higher ground. We're watching it, guys. You watch it. It's a heads up. Be safe.